Hey guys, it's Carter. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day today. Now, in today's video, we are going to be talking about how I make over $350 every single day from swing trading stocks. Now, swing trading is different than day trading or other types of trading. In simple terms, it's where you buy a stock, because I swing trade stocks. You hold it more than a day, but less than a year. On average, I hold my swing trades for about 6 to 9 days. And honestly, we took a fantastic trade today. We're up already $350. So, hey, $300 a day keeps the job away. So we are in the green, which is always good, but we still got to do our due diligence. Understand if things go wrong, right? What are we going to do? Also, what was the approach behind this? Why did we get in? Were we chasing? Was this a stock on our watch list? Was an alert set? All of this stuff is crucial as a trader so we can be more informed and we can make more money. So guys, I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, follow, and if you want to learn more about trading, check out our school. It's fantastic, called the Swing Trading Masterclass. We actually teach you how to trade. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not alerts or anything like that. It's honest strategies that I've learned over the past 7 years. So click that link, sign up, and I will see you guys in there in a little promo code FALL. We have a fall sale. 3 spots left for that code, so check it out, FALL. I'll see you guys in there, and let's dive into this here. So, all right, so the trade that we took was on Palantir. This was a stock here on watch. Now, why did we enter this trade? So, before we ever look at a stock, we want to make sure that it follows our checklist. A checklist is just a set list of criteria that we choose to follow to ensure that the stock is following our strategy. So the first thing I have on my checklist is an upward trend. And you guys can see that it's gone from $39 all the way up to well over $190, establishing an upward trend. Okay, the next thing I look for is a undervalued RSI. The RSI for me has to be under pretty much, I would say, about a 50, 45 in that range. Because most of the stocks that we trade are going to be a little more of a higher growth, so having a high RSI just ensures there could be a steeper sell-off. So for me, the lower the, RSI, the better off. And it's important to just look back at previous history. So you guys can see that it was trading right here for about a 40. Last time it was trading for a 40, it was back in this range where we saw a good move. So I knew we could get some sort of buying pressure behind that. All right, so the next thing that I look for is going to be support. So you guys will see this pretty much yellow line, which is a 50-day EMA line. You guys will notice in the past, it's hit it a couple times and we've had some good buying pressure on it. It's not 100%, but most supports aren't 100%. If all supports were 100%, everybody would be profitable. So you have to have other confirmations. So for me, what I do is I go and I look at the hourly time frame and I want to establish resistance. So you can see here that we pretty much were just on this general downward trend. The 200-day EMA line, so this red line was the pretty much resistance. So it hit it once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times. Each and every time it hit that point, we had natural tendencies of getting selling pressure. It also had just this general trend line here. So I threw an alert above this, and I put it above the pretty much the 158.50 area. So if it popped up above that, we could enter for a breakout approach, essentially. So the thought process was just that. So it was entering right at that 158.50, keeping our stop loss below that trend line and these moving average lines for a possible push up to a realistic target, which for me was like the 170 mark, gave a risk and reward of about 3.5 to 1, meaning I'm risking $1, right? I'm risking $1 to make $3.50. So now here, as the stock continues to climb up, we're going to understand where to put our profit cover. So right now, this is the approach. So if it dips down below this trend line, we're just going to cover our profit. If it continues to rally up, we'll adjust our trend and most likely start scaling out of the position. But we're already up well over $300, guys, and $50, which is exactly what we want, right? That's a great return in a single trading session. So you just got to be cautious. When a stock squeezes up that fast, sometimes we could get some sell off the next day. So what are we going to do? Are we going to cover? Are we going to, buy more? All that stuff does depend on the day. If we get buying pressure in the morning and it pops up 2%, there's a good chance that we just sell about 80% of our shares and hold the remainder of 20%. To see if this thing will squeeze up. We did the same thing with Walmart, and it's already panned out very, very well. Covered 80% for locked in guaranteed profit. The remainder 20% we're continuing to hold as the stock continues to rally its way up. So check out our school, guys. I'll see you guys in there. And don't forget, if you guys want to sign up with Moomoo, you guys can get up to 60 free stocks. So it's completely free to sign up. I'll see you guys in there. Like, follow, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care.